sharp end, joined now by former police detective Mark Williams-Thomas. Mark, obviously proposals now to take this 5-year minimum tariff down to the age of 18. I mean, would that actually make any of these people stop and think about it?
No, I don't think it does. I think the problem is at the present moment in time is that this is a pocketed area of the community. So certain parts of London, Manchester, which is where it's prevalent. And we've got to look at the issues in those areas, the issues of culture, the issues of race, the issues of gender, because this is very much a male crime, the issues of opportunity, access to the guns, and all these together is the multi-layered approach that's required. So criminal justice system, lowering the laws, in fact the lowering of this law wouldn't make any difference anyway because we're talking about 14 and 15-year-olds. So criminal justice system approach is not a direct approach that's going to impact. What needs to happen is we need to tackle this not from the top as far as the criminals go, but from the bottom, from an educational and an environmental point of view.
I was reading an interview with one young boy this week on one of the estates in London where gun crime is rife, and he was saying you face a choice when you get to 14, 15. You join a gang or you're ostracised by the community and you basically have no life and no protection, and if you want protection and support you join a gang. How did it come to this? Clearly it hasn't happened overnight. It must have been many years in the making. How did this start this culture of gun crime and gangs in this country? Well,
I think we have to look at the issues of why are these children in this position with time on their hands, with no opportunity to further themselves in any other way. And what happens is that these people are ostracised from main parts of society, so they're excluded from school. They then go to their local youth club and they become excluded from their local youth club because of their behaviour. And it leaves no opportunity for these people in any other way other than to say, well, I want to better myself because I want to have the Mercedes like somebody else has. I want to have what they have. The only way to do that, because I've dropped out of mainstream, is to tackle it through crime. And that's what happens. So they have to better themselves against the people who are next to them. So we've got to go back. This gun crime isn't something new. Yes, you know, over the last 2 weeks we've had 4 people indeed with the incident this morning. But this isn't something new. This is something that's been around for a long time. And it's all well and good for the PM to say, you know, I looked at this 2 weeks ago. This should have been looked at 2 years ago.
Is there a danger that we are seeing too apocalyptic a picture? I mean, I'm just looking at the statistics. For instance, 2005 to 6, the number of gun murders actually fell by a third, from 78 to 50. Cindy Butts, the Metropolitan Police Authority, says, look, there's been a 16% drop in gun crimes in London. It's not the Wild West out there, but as you say, it is certain parts of the community in certain parts of Britain which would indicate perhaps there is a ghettoisation going on, which the politicians deny.
It's culture. It is culture. It is around, you know, race, gender, as I said at the very beginning, and it is pocketed. You can look at it from certain parts of London, you can look at it from certain parts of Liverpool, Manchester. It exists. So what needs to happen is we need to go into those communities, and to be fair, actually the government's job is made easier because we're not talking about a whole country issue.
Yeah, we know where to go to do the job.
Absolutely. So let's go into those areas, let's tackle it from the bottom up, and let's see if we can make an impact on these kids who feel it necessary to carry guns. The escalation will be that they won't start killing themselves, and I say themselves obviously with the respect that's required, but they will start targeting innocent bystanders and ultimately the police.
Yeah. Okay, Mark Williams-Thomas, thanks very much indeed for your thoughts this morning.
Thank you.